Hello everyone, this is Adit back again with another video. So in this video, we are going to learn about what exactly is PWA and which stands for Progressive Web App, right? So PWA is basically it is something like when you want some features of the native application inside your web application, then it works like that, right? So basically, if we want our web application to be installable, or it works on offline mode and it has some native functionalities like sending notification and stuff, then we use PWA. So basically, if you just go to, there are some of the website that already using PWA. So if I just go to twitter.com, I will have to show you what exactly is PWA. Okay, if you just go to twitter.com and if you just click here, so basically this is the button to install it. Currently I have already installed this one. That's the reason it is showing to open this link or choose an app. Okay, if you just click on this and select this app, so basically this tutor is installed in our system. And if you just go to your app as well, like inside the launchpad, you will have to see, like, we have the tutor somewhere, but currently it is showing this one. The tutor is over here. So basically this exactly looks like how the native applications work, right? So this is what we are going to create in this video, and we are going to do it with React.js. And so let's get started now. And over here, let me just put it in a different screen. And I have already initialized a React JS project. And inside this React JS project, we are just going to build a simple application which just displays the Pokemon. And once we create that application, then we will add the PWA functionalities to it. So basically, to add the PWA functionality, we just need to work with the service worker and manifest.json file. So let's get started. Let's first of all build the Pokemon application. So now let me just start our server first, and let's just yarn start. Okay. And want this to open and localhost 300. Okay, so I kind of need to run it on a Chrome browser. That would be much better because I have Lighthouse installed over here. So this will be really helpful when we are going inside the PWA. Okay, so yeah, so this is our application, and now what we're going to do is we just need to remove all those stuff, and we also need to remove logo. We don't need this logo. Let's just delete this. Okay, so over here what we are going to do is let's just have a div, and 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 before that, let's just create one folder called API. So basically from the API we are getting going to get all this Pokemon, and just have Pokemon.js. So inside the Pokemon.js, we're just going to uh, add a fetch request. And I also want to install the XCS to make the API calls. So let's just install npm install XCS. And over here, let's just import XCS. And once we do that, let's have URL for the Pokemon application. So this is the URL. Let me just copy the URL from some. So this is the URL, and we have put the 151 as the limit. And now we just have export const get all Pokemon list. So let's have a sync. And inside here, let's just const await XCS dot get, and let's just put the URL over here. And what we are going to do now is let's just return this data. This should be lowercase return data. So this is just a simple application. We are not adding any functionality. We are just going to render our application on the screen, and then we will try to convert it into the PWA. Okay. So now if we just go to our app.js. Inside the app.js, well, let's just create a one state const Pokemon data set Pokemon data, and this is going to be use state. And inside the use effect, we are just going to call that function that we have just created for to make the API calls. And let's have a sync function fetch data, and let's have const data await get all Pokemon list, and then we just set this data to Pokemon data state data dot result. Okay, and then we just call this a function fetch data. Now if we just come over here, we can just have a Pokemon data dot map, and just I'm just putting optional operator in case of some error. This will help us, and we're just going to have, okay. So now let's just have a return. I will have a div over here, and basically we are more concerned about the displaying all the images. So let's just have image style. Let's put height 300 pixel, width 300 pixel as well. And then we need to construct the as image source URL. Let's just put the Pokemon, and let's just have src, and inside the src we're just going to construct our URL. So basically what our URL looks like is when you want to consume the images of Pokemon, then all you need to just add this image.pokemondb.net and artwork large, and this Pokemon name. So that will be the image name actually .jpeg. So if you just save it, I think we will have to see some images on the screen. Let's just see. Not really. Are we even running our application? Store localhost 3000 again. Oh, okay. So basically I need to give some thing over here. Let's just put some stylings for this div, and let's just have margin top 40 pixel, and then justify. Let me just put all this over here. Okay, and for this div as well, we are going to need some stylings. So let's just have style, and width is 400 pixel, height is 330 pixel, and border 2 pixel solid, and okay, and let's have a margin as well. Margin is 30 pixel on vertical, and 10 pixel on the horizontal side. Okay, let's just save it. Let's see, why are we not getting anything? Yeah. Let me just console log this. Maybe after that we will have to get something over here. Okay, so we are getting this data, but somehow we are not getting it. Oh, okay. So I need to pass it results instead of result. And over here now we have all those Pokemon images. So let's just add the name of the Pokemon as well. Okay, and inside here we'll just have p tag, and inside the p it's called name, and for the styling of this one just have sorry, font, weight, bold, text, transform, capitalize, and we need some padding as well for this div. So let's just have padding 5 pixel and 10 pixel. Okay, and once we save that, we will have to see like we are getting the name and as well as the images as well over here. So this is our Pokemon app is ready now, and we also need to pass one key, that is poke dot id, I guess. See if we are getting any id. Oh, we are not getting any id, so let's just stick with the I to pass the key. This is not anyway not a right way to pass the index as the key, but in this case we don't have any other things like to, then that's the reason I'm just passing I over here. So once we do that, we can remove this console log. Yeah. So now what we need to do is like we need to implement the service worker and update the manifest file. We need to do the changes inside the public directory. So inside the public, we are going to get inside the index.html. And inside the index.html, first thing that we need to do is like we need to register our service worker. So to register the service worker, let's just write a script for over here. And inside the script, we are going to first check the browser if the browser supports service worker or not. So okay, in navigator. So if this is available, then we are just going to add event listener to load, and navigator dot service worker dot register, and we are going to create a service worker file dot js, and this will give us a promise. So let's just have then, and let's just call it res, and we are just going to display console log worker registered. Similarly, we can also have our catch block, and inside there error in service worker, and we can also display our error, what error we are actually getting. So once we save that, since we haven't created any file as of now, so if you just go over here, worker registered. Okay, I don't know why it gave me worker registered, but it's yeah, like it supports that, so that's why maybe. And after that, what we need to do is like we just need to create service worker dot js file. Inside the service worker dot js, basically the service worker works on three important functions that we need in events that we need to register for the service worker to work. And like if you just go to its official documentation, what is PWA, and go over here, inside there you can find that we can have the service worker. So inside the service worker, we are going to install, activate, and download and stuff. So basically, we will be concerned about the activate, install, and we are also going to fetch. Like we will display some other page when we are on offline. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, and so now, first of all, let's just give it a cache name. Just have version 1, and then to URL to cache. So basically these are the pages that it is going to cache. And these are the URLs, index.html and then offline.html. Okay. Now we are just going to refer to the global this and add event listener and add install. And this is going to give us an event. Okay. So this will event. We're just going to add event wait until cache open, cache name, and then we're just going to log. And if you just go over there here, you will like go to our applications, and then once we register the service worker, we will have to see this service worker over here. Else, if you don't have the service worker, then you will not have to see this one. Okay, and you also need to install one this extension, this lighthouse. So what exactly this lighthouse does is like it helps to achieve like what are the functionalities that we need, what are the implementations that we need to achieve the PWA functionality over here. So basically, I'm just going to the lighthouse. So basically, I have already selected a mobile and progressive web app. So once we add those stuff, then we will generate report. So it will be giving us a correct report. But as of now, if we just do that, I don't think it will be showing that we have to get the 100% PWA or not. So since we haven't registered everything. Okay, so basically, as of now, our app is not installable. So these are the things that we need to fulfill to make it a PWA application. So this is not installable as of now. We need to do it in our service worker, and this may store data efficient loading performance and location and audits. This so this is not something concerned about. So now over here, we just need to return cache.add all URLs to cache. So these caches will be added once the install event is triggered. And we are also going to have listen for the request. So just have this add event listener, fetch event, and then we just going to have event dot respond with start match event dot request. Just have press and return. So basically, in case of offline, we are just going to display our offline.html, which we haven't created yet. So basically, once we let me just write the code first, and after that I will run it request and then catch start match, and it is going to be offline.html. So once when we get when we are offline, then it will then inside this will our request will go to the cache block, and there we are just going to render our offline.html. Okay, and last one is activate event listener. So let's just have activate as well. So let's just have const and cache waitlist dot push cache name, and then event dot wait until cases dot keys, then case names, and we're just going to have promise dot all, and inside here let's just have our cast name and then map this cast name. And if cast name is not there, sorry, if cast name dot whitelist includes cast name, then we're just going to return cases dot delete cast name. Okay, so once we save that, let's go to our application. And once we register our service as worker, then you will have to see like you will be getting over here this open a new link or share this page. But this is what we are concerned about: open in a new link or choose an app, right? And once we do that, it will install the application as well. So over here inside the manifest.json, one more thing that I wanted to do is like I just want like in React.js application, we already have a manifest.json, so we can just use it. So if you are using with the HTML, CSS, or JavaScript directly, then you need to create a manifest.json. So yeah, so let's just call it Pokemon app. Pokemon application. Okay, and let's just save it. And once we refresh this page, let me just refresh it a few times so that it updates. Oh, okay, sorry. I need to change it over here as well. Title. Save it. And now we are getting Pokemon PWA application dot JSON. Sorry, application title. And now if you just do this, okay, and I think I have already installed one localhost 300, and that's the reason it is showing over here. But let me just delete this if I can. Set the application, and it doesn't seem to be available over here. So anyway, if you just click over here, we can just click on open application, and we are able to see like this is Pokemon Wave application. So these things, and we can just remove this, and all the Pokemons will be like it is completely separate application. So now, okay, just need localhost 300. And if you just run the lighthouse now and generate a report from there, so let's just have lighthouse and just run it. Let's see what we are going to get. Okay, so now you are able to see like our app is installable, and it is qualifying the PWA capability as well. So it already has these things, configuration and set theme, color, address bar, these kind of thing. So one more thing that that we need to implement is like manifest doesn't have a maskable icon. So basically to we need to update these icons as well, like to something else. And currently to make this maskable icon, you can just go to some website and convert these images into maskable. Okay, and one more thing, like as of now, if we just so this is exactly how PWA works. It basically creates application, and it is installable, and you can just add some other native functionalities as well, like adding notifications and stuff. So yeah, this is it for this video. If you like the video, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.